Hello, Concord Lake Steam friends. We've just listened to the story, Giraffes Can't Dance. But you know that if you have the right kind of music, anyone can dance. We're going to be drawing ourselves a giraffe today. Begin by using your eyes and your brain. Look till you think you see about where the center of your page is. At the center of your page, we're going to start with a shape that's like a capital O. I'm going to draw it kind of lightly so that I can erase it if I need to. This is going to be the body of our giraffe. This giraffe will need a head. I'm going to pick somewhere up above the body, and I'm going to draw an oval that's smaller than the first one that I did. There's the first one, there's the second one. That's smaller than that one. This is going to be my giraffe's head. I don't know what happened. Somehow his head is not attached to his body. Let's try to fix that now. Figure out which end of this oval is going to be the back of your giraffe's noggin. We're going to take a line from the back of your giraffe's noggin all the way down to his body. But that's still a very skinny neck. We're going to need another line in here to help fatten it up a little bit. If his neck is too skinny, it might break, and that would be awful. Now think about how this giraffe is going to be dancing. What types of movements will your giraffe be doing? I'm going to start with upper arms and then upper legs. I'll start with just one line for an upper arm. Then I'll have another line for an upper arm. One line for an upper leg. One line for an upper leg. Now I'm going to think about joints. A joint is where one bone connects to another. A joint is anywhere that moves in your body. If you have movement, you probably have some kind of joint helping it move. For his joints up top, I'm going to use a small circle, one there and one there. For the joints on the lower end, the circles are going to be bigger, just like your knees. Your knees are bigger than your elbows. Could you imagine if your elbows were just as large as your knees? That would look kind of funny, huh? All right. These upper arms and legs are not quite done yet. We need to add some more in to finish them up. I'm going to start at the other side of my joint, and I'm going to bring a line back down towards the body of my giraffe. I'll do that for all four of these appendages, every arm and every leg. I'll start on the other side of the joint and bring a line back to his body. Start on the other side and bring a line back. Start on the other side and bring a line back. For the lower arms and lower legs, I'm going to use rectangles because rectangles are nice and easy. But first I'm going to think about how it will be angled. I want some interesting angles so that it looks like my giraffe is really moving and dancing. Kind of looks like my giraffe is running. Hey, maybe my giraffe's doing the running man. Once you have the lower arms and lower legs done, we can use the other end of our pencil, the eraser end. Because we know that his head is connected to his neck. We can erase this. And we know that his neck is connected to his body, so we can erase this. Anything that's connected, we're going to erase our lines so that they look connected. Could you imagine having legs that weren't even connected to you? That'd be kind of silly. There was something separating your leg from your body. But there isn't, because we've erased those things. And now it's wonderful, but it's not quite done. We're going to need to give this guy or girl some ears. This giraffe's got ears. I'll use a diagonal line on one side and one on the other. A curved line that connects from the end of that back to the head. A curved line that connects from the end back to the head. That looks like some pretty good giraffe ears. Giraffes have funny little nubbins on top of their head. They're not quite horns because they're not made out of the same stuff. They're actually made out of fur, or the same stuff that fur is made out of. But it's compacted so tightly that it's as hard as rock. And they use these little nubbins to help defend themselves and to help them stand up for their territory. So if another giraffe comes into my backyard, I'm going to whack him with my nubbins and try and make him go away. Let's see, a dancing giraffe. If I was a giraffe who was dancing, my eyes would probably be closed. Your eyes can be open if you want. I'm going to add some nice nostrils down here so this giraffe can breathe. And I'm going to add a really cool mouth. Let me show you. Think of a check mark. Now think of a Nike check that's curved. I'm going to do a Nike check, so something that curves down and then goes back up for the lower part of the mouth for this giraffe. But right now this is looking kind of silly. He needs a lip. So I'm going to go around what I just did with another line to give him the bottom of his mouth. Oh yeah, it's starting to look pretty cute. Giraffes are going to need some hooves. I can create a hoof with a line about right there. Hey, he's got a hoof. I'll give him another hoof over here. And one down here. And one down here. I can give this giraffe a tail by using a wavy line. And then a bunch of little ones. If you've never seen a giraffe before, they have spots all over. And they're all different sizes and shapes of spots. They're usually brownish in color. I could give my giraffe some spots. Because spots are good for giraffes to have. It helps them sort of blend into their surroundings in the savannah. I could give my giraffe some music. Because any dancing giraffe is probably dancing to some music. To make music, I'll start with a shape that's sort of like a square, but it doesn't have a bottom. Then I'll add 2 ovals that are colored in. To make what kind of note? It's an 8th note. If you got that right, good job. I wonder where this music could be coming from. Perhaps from a stereo or a boom box. I'm going to draw myself a stereo for this giraffe. I'll start with a rectangle. I'll add a circle on one side and a circle on the other for the speakers of the stereo. Inside of these circles, I'll add vertical lines that go straight up and down. And I'll add horizontal lines that go straight side to side to sort of try to look like the mesh that they use to cover stereo speakers. Any good boombox from the 90s has got to have a cassette player. You kids don't know what cassettes are probably, but that's okay. Your parents know what cassettes are. I could add in some buttons. I could add in a nice handle so that the giraffe could carry around his boombox. I could even add lines to show that this boombox is rocking right now. It's jamming. There's music coming out of it. I'm going to leave it right here. I want to see what kind of details and colors that you can come up with. See you next week.